Have you ever wondered what your kidneys go through each day, especially after you turn 60? These small but powerful organs filter close to 50 gallons of blood daily, helping to flush toxins, manage fluid levels, and balance vital nutrients. Yet kidney disease often sneaks up silently. Many people only realize there's a problem when it's already advanced. The good news? You don't have to wait for warning signs to take action. There are simple, natural ways to support your kidneys, starting with the fruits you eat each morning. In this video, we'll uncover the best fruits for kidney detox, show you how to prevent UTIs, reduce inflammation in the kidneys, and even manage your blood sugar naturally. These aren't exotic or expensive solutions. They're gentle, accessible, and supported by science. If you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, you'll find real, actionable insights here. We're combining personal stories with expert-backed facts to bring you the most practical advice on kidney health. So give your kidneys the care they deserve. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for weekly health tips, and comment 0 below if you're ready to take charge of your health, naturally, gently, and consistently. When I turned 61, something shifted in the way I looked at my health. I wasn't in pain and I didn't have any obvious problems, but I began to feel slower. My energy wasn't the same and my sleep became unpredictable. At first, I thought it was just part of aging. Then a good friend of mine, who's a retired nurse, asked me a simple question. Have you had your kidney function checked lately? I laughed. Kidneys? I hadn't even thought about them. And that's the problem for so many of us over 60. We pay attention to what we can see or feel, like our joints or blood pressure, but we forget the silent heroes inside us. Your kidneys work tirelessly every day, filtering up to 50 gallons of blood, flushing out toxins, balancing electrolytes, and keeping your entire body in rhythm. But here's what most people don't realize. Kidney disease often develops without symptoms. You can lose more than 50% of kidney function before you even notice something is wrong. And when that happens, it's not just about feeling tired or puffy. It can mean high blood pressure, bone issues, or even dialysis down the road. I've seen it happen. My neighbor, Mr. Andrews, seemed healthy. He walked every day and loved gardening, but he wasn't drinking enough water and he had a sweet tooth. One day, his doctor told him his kidney function had dropped drastically, likely due to long-term blood sugar spikes and silent inflammation. He was shocked. It wasn't until he changed his diet, cutting down salt, drinking more fluids, and adding the right fruits, that his numbers stabilized. After 60, your kidneys become more vulnerable to the foods you eat, the medications you take, and even how much you hydrate. High blood pressure, diabetes, processed foods, and even certain vegetables high in oxalates or purines can slowly wear them down. But this doesn't mean we need to live in fear. What it means is that we need to live more intentionally, with awareness and care. And that starts with knowing which kidney-friendly fruits can help support your body naturally. So before we dive into those fruits, ask yourself, when was the last time you thought about your kidneys? If this part of the video resonates with you, drop a comment with the number 1 below, share it with someone over 60 who might benefit, and let us know how you're feeling about your kidney health today. I still remember the first time I gave cranberries a real chance. It wasn't Thanksgiving and it wasn't in a sweet sauce. It was after a conversation with my sister, who had just come back from a routine checkup. She's 66, always energetic, but lately she's been getting urinary tract infections more frequently. Her doctor explained that as we age, especially for women, these infections become more common and can quietly lead to kidney problems. He recommended something simple and natural, unsweetened cranberry juice, just a small glass a day. It sounded too easy to be true, but she took his advice seriously, and over the next few months something changed. The infections stopped, and she felt more in control. That got me thinking about how something so small, something we usually overlook, could make such a big difference for our kidneys. Cranberries are more than a holiday garnish. They're packed with natural compounds called proanthocyanidins, which help stop bacteria from clinging to the walls of your urinary tract. For people over 60, that's huge. A single infection left untreated can travel up and damage the kidneys, and cranberries help prevent that, not by killing bacteria, but by stopping them from ever taking hold. That's prevention at its finest. But it doesn't stop there. Cranberries also contain quinic acid, which increases the acidity of your urine. That's important because certain types of kidney stones, especially calcium oxalate stones, form in less acidic environments. By simply shifting the balance, cranberries make it harder for those stones to develop. I've since added cranberries into my daily life, not just the juice, but dried ones in oatmeal or tossed into a salad for a tart twist. And I've seen others do the same. My neighbor Mary, who's 72, swears by cranberry smoothies. She says it's her favorite way to care for her kidneys without even thinking about it. What's beautiful is how these small, consistent habits stack up. No pills, no extreme diets. Just real food doing real work, gently. So if you've had issues with urinary infections, kidney stones, or just want to support your kidneys as you age, cranberries might be your best natural ally. If this part of the video gave you something to think about, leave a comment with the number 2, and feel free to share your experience or your favorite way to enjoy cranberries. I used to think of watermelon as just a summertime treat, a sweet way to cool down during hot afternoons. But that changed after a conversation I had with a retired nutritionist at a local senior center. We were both sipping lemon water after a gentle yoga class, and I casually mentioned how sluggish I'd been feeling lately, especially in the mornings. She asked me about my hydration and what I'd been eating. Then she smiled and said, "Add watermelon to your routine. It's more than just a fruit. It's a kidney's best friend." That stuck with me. I went home and did my research, and what I found was eye-opening. Watermelon isn't just refreshing, it's a powerful natural way to flush toxins from your kidneys, reduce strain, and support circulation. That's because it's made of over 90% water, making it one of the most hydrating foods you can eat. And for aging kidneys, hydration is everything. The more hydrated you are, the easier it is for your body to remove waste. Less waste means less pressure on your kidneys. But there's more. Watermelon contains an amino acid called citrulline, which helps improve blood flow by relaxing blood vessels. That's critical because poor circulation can silently wear down kidney function over time. For those of us with high blood pressure, a leading cause of chronic kidney disease, that boost in blood flow can offer real, lasting benefits. And then there's lycopene, the antioxidant that gives watermelon its beautiful red color. Lycopene helps fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the hidden enemies of kidney health. I remember telling my sister, who was managing both diabetes and early-stage kidney issues, to try incorporating watermelon in small amounts. She was hesitant at first, worried about the sugar. But once she balanced her portion size and paired it with fiber-rich snacks, she noticed a difference in her energy and her lab results. Since then, I've made watermelon part of my weekly rotation. A few slices in the morning, sometimes a watermelon cucumber salad with mint and a pinch of lemon juice. It's a simple pleasure that supports something as vital as kidney health. Of course, if you have advanced CKD or blood sugar concerns, moderation matters. But for most of us, this fruit can be a gentle, delicious way to stay on top of our health. Bati. This story resonated with you? Drop a comment with the number 3, and feel free to share your experience with watermelon or your favorite way to stay hydrated and kidney strong. I never used to think much about lemons. They were just something I added to tea or maybe a slice of water when I dined out. But that changed after my neighbor, Linda, shared a small but powerful habit she picked up from her dietitian after her second kidney stone scare. Linda is 68, active and careful with her diet. Still, she found herself in pain more than once, and the culprit was those sharp little stones that form quietly and then strike without warning. Her doctor explained that while medications were available, the best prevention often starts in the kitchen, and lemons, of all things, were one of the most effective natural options. She started drinking warm lemon water every morning, and not only did her digestion improve, but she hasn't had another stone since. What I learned from Linda stuck with me. Lemons are packed with citric acid, which binds to calcium in the urine, reducing the chance of stones forming. Even more importantly, citric acid increases urinary citrate, which helps dissolve tiny stones before they become painful. And that's not all. Lemons also contain vitamin C and flavonoids, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the kidneys and help cleanse toxins from your blood naturally. These compounds support overall kidney performance and may even slow the progression of kidney issues when combined with good hydration and a balanced diet. Now, I start most mornings with warm lemon water. It feels like a small reset for my body, hydrating, refreshing, and quietly working beneath the surface to support something as vital as my kidneys. And I'm not alone. A friend of mine who struggles to drink plain water says adding lemon makes it easier to reach her hydration goals, especially in the dry winter months. Some folks prefer lemon slices in cold water throughout the day. Others use lemon juice in homemade salad dressings or smoothies. However you use them, lemons bring more than flavor. They bring protection. Of course, like everything else, moderation matters. If you deal with acid reflux or have advanced kidney disease, speak with your doctor about how much citrus is right for you. But for many of us, lemons are a gentle, natural way to help the kidneys stay strong, hydrated, and free of painful stones. If this part of the video spoke to you, please leave a comment with the number 4 and let us know how you use lemons or how you plan to start. Your story might inspire someone else today. It wasn't long ago that I believed eating a few healthy foods now and then was enough. A piece of fruit here, a salad there, and I thought I was doing just fine. But after watching a close friend struggle through the early stages of chronic kidney disease, I began to understand that it's not just about what we eat once in a while, it's about the small choices we make every single day. My friend George, 70 years old, and always the picture of good humor, started to feel tired all the time. His blood pressure climbed, his ankles swelled, and the doctor eventually told him his kidneys were struggling. What struck me was that it didn't happen overnight. It had built up quietly through years of dehydration, high-sodium meals, and relying too much on over-the-counter pain relievers. That conversation changed me. I realized that to protect something as essential as kidney function, especially after 60, we need to go beyond single superfoods and build a lifestyle that supports our body from the inside out. The first and simplest change was water. Just drinking more plain, clean water daily. George switched from soda to lemon water and began feeling less bloated within weeks. Hydration helped his kidneys flush waste more efficiently, and he noticed fewer headaches and better sleep. Then came food swaps. He started choosing fresh, whole foods over canned or processed meals. Instead of salty snacks, he began reaching for apples, berries, and even unsalted nuts, foods rich in fiber and antioxidants, low in sodium, and kind to the kidneys. Exercise also played a role. Nothing extreme, just daily walks around the neighborhood and a bit of stretching. It helped regulate his blood pressure and blood sugar, two of the most critical factors when it comes to kidney health for seniors. But one of the most overlooked habits was rest. George began prioritizing sleep, sticking to a routine and shutting off screens before bed. His energy came back, his numbers improved. He even said he felt 10 years younger. And perhaps the most important step, he got regular checkups, simple tests that kept him informed before anything got worse. It's amazing how much power we have when we're proactive. If you've taken steps like these or want to, leave a comment with the number 5 and share what small change has made a big difference in your kidney health. You never know who might be encouraged by your journey. For years, apples were just a simple snack to me, something easy to grab on the go or slice up for lunch. But after a conversation with my cousin, who's been managing chronic conditions for most of her 60s, I realized just how much more they could do. She told me her doctor called apples one of the best daily fruits for people over 60, especially for those looking to protect their kidneys. I didn't believe it at first, but when I looked closer, it made perfect sense. Apples are high in fiber, help manage blood sugar, and are rich in flavonoids, which have both anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. That's exactly what aging kidneys need. Less inflammation, less oxidative stress, and more gentle support from foods that work with the body, not against it. I started incorporating apples into my mornings, sliced into oatmeal, stewed lightly, with cinnamon or just eaten whole with a handful of walnuts. It wasn't just tasty, Over time, I felt fuller, more energized, and more regular. Then I turned my attention to berries. My neighbor Martha, who's 74 and has a vibrant garden full of strawberries and blueberries, told me they're her secret weapon. She eats a bowl every morning with plain yogurt, and not just because they're delicious. Berries, especially. Blueberries and strawberries are full of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that have been shown to protect kidney cells and lower inflammation throughout the body. What's more, they're naturally low in potassium, making them a safer option for people with early kidney issues. As I learned more, I realized these fruits aren't just good for the kidneys. They also help support heart health, reduce the risk of uric acid buildup, and can be part of a low oxalate diet, which is often recommended for those prone to certain kinds of stones. It's amazing how two fruits most of us already enjoy can do so much when we make them a habit. No fancy superfoods, no expensive powders, just nature doing what it does best. So whether it's apples in your salad or berries in your smoothie, these gentle fruits can become a core part of your kidney-supporting routine. If you're already including them in your meals or thinking about starting, drop a comment with the number 6 and tell us how you're using fruits to protect your kidneys after 60. Your experience could make a real difference to someone else. A few months ago, I began noticing how chaotic my mornings had become. Rushing through breakfast, skipping hydration, grabbing whatever was easy. It wasn't doing my body any favors, especially after 60. I remember chatting with Tom, a longtime friend from church, who told me his mornings had become his healing time. After years of struggling with high blood pressure and early signs of kidney dysfunction, he shifted his routine to something simple but purposeful. He called it his kidney morning. It started with a glass of warm lemon water, followed by a short walk, and a breakfast that always included one kidney-friendly fruit, either a bowl of berries, a sliced apple, or a handful of dried cranberries, in oatmeal. What surprised me most wasn't how strict he was, it was how calm he looked. There was no stress in his rhythm, just gentle consistency. Inspired by that, I decided to try my version. I began each day with lemon water, just half a lemon squeezed into a warm cup. It helped wake up my digestion and made drinking water easier, especially first thing in the morning. After that, I'd prepare something light and supportive. On some days, I'd blend a few cranberries with banana and oats into a smoothie. Other mornings, I'd have stewed apples with a sprinkle of cinnamon or toss fresh blueberries into yogurt. Each choice felt like a small act of care, not just for my kidneys, but for my overall health and energy. What I learned is that these morning habits build momentum. When you start the day by doing something good for your kidneys, it influences the rest of your choices. How much water you drink, how you manage your salt, and how you move your body. My neighbor Karen, who's 69 and managing diabetes and CKD, told me her morning routine is now non-negotiable. She starts with watermelon slices and lemon water, then journals a bit before breakfast. She says it helps her stay consistent with her medications and keeps her blood sugar steady. And it's true. Our kidneys respond best when our choices are steady, not extreme. It's not about being perfect, it's about being kind to your body one morning at a time. If you've created a morning ritual that supports your kidneys, or you're ready to begin, share your thoughts below. Leave a comment with the number 7 and let us know what's worked for you. You might help someone else start their day with purpose. Your kidneys are quiet workers. They don't complain, but they carry a heavy load every day, especially after 60. And the truth is, they often show no signs of trouble until it's too late. That's why now is the perfect time to take gentle, consistent steps to support their health. As we've seen in this video, something as simple as adding the right fruits, like cranberries, watermelon, lemons, apples, and berries, can help flush toxins, reduce inflammation, prevent kidney stones, and even improve your blood sugar balance. Paired with small lifestyle changes, like staying hydrated, lowering sodium, and moving your body, you can create a powerful daily rhythm that protects your kidneys for years to come. You don't need a complicated routine. You just need to start. Whether it's a warm glass of lemon water in the morning, a refreshing watermelon smoothie, or tossing some cranberries into your oatmeal, every choice matters. Your body will thank you. If this video helped you or reminded you of someone, who might need it. Don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend or family member. Most of all, we'd love to hear your story. Share your experience or questions in the comments below. Your journey might inspire someone else to start theirs today.